Good morning, everybody. This is Jay over here at the Trading Academy, trading floor in Italy. We're going to start in a few minutes, so welcome everybody to the Bookmap webinar. Let's wait a few minutes for people to join. Today we're going to cover some large caps and small caps, but also futures. We are going to look definitely at AMZN. We had a push over here, almost 5 points in the last 5 minutes. We're going to look at PBBT. We're going to look at FUBO. MU, NVIDIA, Tesla, QQQ, NQES as well. So we're going to have a lot of stuff over here. Also, we're going to look into some options positions. Okay, so a few minutes to start and let's write it. All right, so 9 o'clock. Good morning, everybody, as well. So thanks for being over here every single Wednesday since years. We screen share order flow using Bookmap. First of all, read the disclaimer. Remember that this is educational purpose only. It's not to be treated like an investment advice. So how we trade is a very systematic strategy. It's a strategy that is built on back testing and tracking of setups over the years. And we look at the price action. We look at the constant fight between supply and demand to see who is in control in that moment. And also we use the order flow for confirmation of all of this. The system is very precise. Over here, in this case, this morning, you will see the exact template that is going to be released the next week. So this template is going to give you the entries and the exits, and it's going to also give you the forecast, so the direction of the market. We've been doing this for over 2 years, so we've been like working on this code. Okay, these are all trading bots for over 2 years in order to make the perfect system. I want to start this morning with FUBO, which is the stock that you see over here. This is FUBO. So FUBO this morning started over here, push around 370. We had over here a first breakout of this level $4, came all the way up over here, 427. You can see the scalp pattern that formed, okay, the scalp pattern over here, and then break out into the 470 area. This 470 area is the area that we were alerting this morning, like the major area. So we had one at 420 on here, and then this level here, 470. As soon as you saw this 470, we took that shorter that you can see over here around 468, where you see the arrow. And now we're trying to hold until 408. So our stop is going to be break even, all right? But if we go to over here until the $4, we're going to look for that first target. I want to also explain you what we've been seeing, okay, on the order flow. So give me a few seconds and we're going to go over this. Okay, there you go over here. So level on FUBO, short at 462. At the exact time we had a fake out. We had a big heat map, and I'm going to share with you what we saw. So in this case, as I write over here, we had a daily level. We had very tight stop, so that is very important in deciding if to take the trade or not. And then we also see this big huge resistance, okay, on heat map on Bookmap that gives us the confirmation to enter. And also you can see over here, we had this level, okay? So we had a strategy over here that automated gives us the plan to short. We can put this into a 1 minute chart. So right now our stop is break even. So that point is where the system gives us a short play. Up over here, you can see Bookmap. We had this supply over here around $495. And it came over here, 474. You can see double top. As soon as we saw this, okay, we had a confirmation that this was done. So we were looking for that projection. And that A53 level over here, so this level that you see, okay, is exactly this area where we want to short. First, we had the key level. Second, we have over here our trading bot giving us the lure to trade. And then also we had a confirmation a few seconds later of Bookmap up here to give it the short play. You can see also that I have over here the tape. Okay, so I like to see the times in sales on Bookmap. And then it started like to fail, a little bit of pullback, sellers, pullback, sellers. Now it's giving a little bit of pullback from this 428 because we have the VWAP. You can see over here this level, okay? So we're looking to fail this level over here and then unwind all the way down. This is one of the setup that I prefer to trade pre-market. And trust me, guys, this is not an easy play on Fubo. We had some easy plays that were simply pump and dump. We're gonna look at after. Small caps seem like having a shift in the last week. So we have more like pre-market fails, so many gap and crabs. But this Fubo was a grinder. Okay, it was a grinder over here. You can see holding this band, pushing over here. This is a long play, all right? This is a long play, came up here, started seeing sellers over here at the 470, and then we attacked over here the short play. Now, if we go back over here for 65, 460, actually 465, we're gonna cut it. So we have this average 464, 465. The first target is gonna be over here around 416, okay? We have the open in about 23 minutes, 22 minutes, so it's always risky to hold the trade into the open because the open we can have like a big push. So what I tell you is keep in mind that, you know, this can be like, you know, very fast at the gate. But this was the play. We really like this this fake out. We like over here the use of Bookmap. We like over here the key level, and we like over here also the system. Okay, all together they gave us the easy entry play short. Okay. Let me know if you have questions, but this is exactly the process that we see every time. Exactly. There's no perfect system. As a matter of fact, you know, it's called the Holy Grail. I would say that the perfect system is just like a myth. What you can do is try to get, you know, the more possible perfect system that you can based on data and on stats, because that's really what's reliable. If you base yourself, you know, on trading discretionary, so only your skills, the day that you won't simply work, the day that you won't simply like function properly because maybe you're stressed, maybe you have like something going on in your life, maybe you're like tired, or, you know, an error can happen, right? So everybody blew up, everybody can have, you know, a big loss. So keeping trading instead more in a systematic approach. This means like, you know, through a trading system that is back tested, well, that data, that stats, those give you the, I would say, the conviction to look into a better trade, a better opportunity with a lower risk. And that gives you confidence also to size in. So for today, I want to go over here, Fubo. So my plan right now, what is? Fubo has, first of all, a deal with Disney. I don't know if anybody of you that watched the news, but it's very important. Also, I'm going to answer the questions over here. So this light blue guys over here, yes, this light blue. So this light blue over here, these dots, this is really an algo. It's not an indicator, this is an algorithm, okay? And it tells you the strength in demand, in this case, coming in. So when I see that, okay, and it aligns with other factors, I have an alert that comes in and tells me to long the play. This band over here, this blue band is the 9 and 20 EMA. Okay, so I can shift this to a 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes will always remain that 9 and 20 EMA, while the JLines will simply shift by the time frame we use. So my plan this morning is to look for or another push into this golden zone 460 or looking for shorting in the 470. So we have a starter of the position. It's not a big trade over here at 465. We're going to look for this level 460 or 472. So if we see a push, we see a big heat map above, we see a stop, we're going to add 2 size to the position and go over here. If instead it's going to simply push back up, once we get 464, which is our average, we're going to simply cut the trade. Okay. Is it clear, guys? All right. Now, okay, good morning, Chloe. Our beautiful Chloe, good morning. It's nice to see you over here always. We have some beautiful women and traders over here, very skilled. I really like to see that. You know, it's always a pleasure to see, you know, nice, skilled, smart female traders. That's an amazing thing, really. I think it's really a beautiful thing to have in the community. So many great traders over here, female traders in the room. So love that. Okay, I want to go over also PPBT and also you, Mount there.
Thank you.
I want to go over here PBBT and okay. So I'm gonna keep over here, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna keep over here, guys. The 1 minute chart because I want to show you. I like to use more than 5 minutes, but the 1 minute and the 3 minute will always be with me for confirmation. Okay. On Bookmap, I'm gonna put over here PBBT because if I show you this, okay. You can actually trade these setups as well and understand the price action. So over here, we need to fix this. And how I do in order to fix very fast, I go over here, right click, and then you go in chart settings, inherit, and then I go inherit from Fubo. So I'm looking for the same price parameters, sorry, for the same parameters that I have on Fubo. Okay, so everybody over here that trades small caps knows that small caps can be very manipulated. We can see over here. So the first part of the move that we had this morning, sorry guys, the first part of the move that we had this morning, we start over here. So you can see these were all the algos, okay, telling this was a good level to buy. And this level over here is the key level that we had. We had 130 and 160, if I remember correctly. And then it came down. But I was not over here this time. Okay, I was still preparing, trying to have to answer mentoring traders that I have over here. And at this time, you can see once the 90 MA reclines the VWAP, this is a solid play long that we have over here around 826, 828. Okay, this is the long play. Tony, SMCI is moving. Okay, thank you, brother. Tony, remember what we were saying. That 9 and 20 EMA cross over here. Okay, I'm gonna put a point. So check PBBT, 9 EMA cross VWAP. In this case, also with the algo bot. telling you too long. Okay, that was it. We said 827, 827, 828. And then we came over here this time. This is the level that we alerted, 130. I can explain the reason why we had the level over here. Meno male che arriva l'altro mouse perché questo si blocca fisso. Okay, so we can see here we are looking on PBT on watch for 130. The reason why we want to see a fake out over here to short. Okay, and I'm going to explain the fake out because the small caps work like this. They're very trappy, but if you find a way to trade them, so there's like a code behind that you can track, that you can crack, sorry, you're able to trade them with very low risk. It's very different to trade small caps, and for me it was very hard in the beginning to understand how small caps worked because I was used to futures, to Italian stocks that I traded for 25, 26 years, and from European stocks like, you know, mid caps and large caps. But then over here, we got that 127 short, fake out as we said, and I'm going to explain exactly why. So over here I already explained, but let me get into the stock. So generally, by the way, guys, in the morning we trade this time, okay? But today is a more educational webinar, so I'm going to explain the setups that we have so that you can learn the setups and you can learn how to use Bookmap. So first of all, over here, we go at that time, okay? And you can see over here, the price is grinding. This is PBT, is grinding, is grinding, is grinding. And then we have this fake out, this 132, so of this heat map. And right away, we cannot push anymore. You see the other ones, they were faking out, pulling back, and then pushing back up. This is fakes out, pull back, and then it cannot break anymore. So around 836 over here has a fail. So if you go to our chart, which is this one, you can see this 836. You can see that we go to the daily level, and it's a fake of this previous high over here. This is the previous high. And that's exactly the plan that we had. So we got a short over here, the 127, this point, and my target was the 1 minute deals that we didn't catch. Came back over here, okay, almost a break even. We were risking this level over here, 130, because also was a huge heat map over here. Let's put a back book map, okay, 130. And now this is the first target over here. So we have 107, 108. That's the first level to cover. So guys, for who's in PBT, 108, cover 50% position on first TP, 1 minute JLines. And then at the gate, we're looking for or re-adding into this level over here, 125 till 130, with the risk over here at 135. And target is going to be 070, 069, okay, this area. Or simply this is going to fail and we're going to hold only our 50%. Okay, so I'm looking for both plays, or that it fails and we're going to hold that 50%, or that it pops, we get 130, 126 this year, and we're going to add more to the position. Okay, so this is our play that we're actually managing on PBT. The play we're managing on FUBO. And we have MU, we have AMZN, also we have ERNA. Thanks, brother, for posting ERNA over here. ERNA, we had a play. But before going on ERNA, I think we have more other stuff to consider. So the stocks that I'm going to look for this morning, over here you can see that I've put NQ, I've put, sorry, I put over here Tesla, I put NVIDIA, I put MU, I put over here AMZN. So those are going to be the major stocks. We have also BABA that I'm going to look for today. These stocks, we have selected them because they are from a scanner that finds out those stocks in the mid-large cap that today have a possibility of giving two major setup, which one is a long play that we made videos about it and we trade called Andover. And I was trading this already in 2003, 2004 in Italian stocks. And the other one is a FFT. So FFT would be simply a fake breakout, which is called liquidity trap or buy stop. Anybody right now try to make new names for the same exact thing, which is a bull trap, just to make things more fancy. So in this case, if we have a fake out and fail, we go back below over here, this red line, okay, this pink line, then we're gonna short it. The system over here, forecast, will give you the play. So it will be written on the over FFT, but also you're gonna see a visual alert, and I'm also gonna receive an alert in my private Discord. For these one in Q as well. So we're gonna look in Q and QQQ. We're gonna look at Tesla. We're gonna look at NVIDIA, MU, and also AMZN. Good morning, brother. If you hear echo, maybe it's because you have both open. Maybe you have Discord open, and also you have Zoom open. Over here seems working everything fine, so maybe check back on your end. Yeah, I have a feedback from other traders. There's no echo. Okay, so when I go over, thank you, Jay. When I go over in 1 second, what's happening over here in the market, then we're gonna go back into Bookmap. So as you can see over here, AMZN this morning is pushing up strong. So every single time that the price gets or to this level over here, so the blue band on the hourly is a very powerful supply and demand area that we tracked for 14 years. So since 2011. And it's based on a 72 and 89. 89 is an exponential number from Fibonacci. So you will see this number repeating over and over. And often the price will stall over there. So in this case, we are bearish, we're going to short it. In this case, we are bullish and we're going to long it. Then we also have this band over here that we were talking before, the 90-20 EMA. And every single time we have a pullback over here, we're looking for those patterns to long. The system is designed that takes into consideration, if I go over here into AMZN play, so you see I'm trying to not only giving the signals alert, but I'm trying to make understand that there's like a concept behind. There's a strategy that we coded, but you can actually learn it and be a trader, become a trader, so have those skills. And that's for me the most important thing to form traders right now. So we have here, you can see this band up here. It's small right now. Maybe you don't see it good, but this is like the 1 minute time frame, 3, 5, 15, 60 on daily. And it's all lined to be bullish right now. Okay. So this morning, as we're saying, this band that you can see over here is exactly the band you see on the hourly. So this is the first long play that we have this day. So this J-line curl. Generally, I don't like to enter in pre-market, and I didn't. So we're gonna look this morning to enter if we have over here a hold around 231. If this is going to give us a long play, we're going to catch it for a major push to 235. Okay. If it fails below 231, that's invalidation of the setup. We won't have any signal alert and we will avoid it. Other thing that I would be focusing on right now is, so we have, as we said, FUBO. We have PVT, NVIDIA, Tesla. I can take this off. Yeah, I'm gonna also put it here, AMZN. Okay, guys. So I'm looking for AMZN over here, confluence of the longs, order flow, and the dips. Below 231, invalidation. Okay, so right now market is bullish. So we have over here all our uptrend. Daily, 4 hours, 1 hour, all bullish. So the first idea will be looking for a long play on NVIDIA, on MU, on AMZN. But if the market will simply give us a fake out or start fading over here, the JLines this level, then we're going to look more for fake outs and short plays, so reversal plays. My main attention at the gate will be PBBT because we are in this trade, and FUBO because we are in this trade. So we're going to look to manage this position as well. MU, we have a major support over here, 227.50, 228. So until we hold this level, I'm going to look for long plays. Below this 227 over here in validation, and we're going to fail. We'll see if we reverse for a short play. NVIDIA, there's a big long play that we had over here yesterday from 194. Gave us a long play from the bottom over here, JLine curl. More over here into the algo, so two different like systems over here giving confirmation. We got this long play, came up over here more than 10 points. This morning gapping up. And I actually believe there's going to be some pullback, so we're going to look and we're going to wait probably the first 5 minutes out of the gate to see how this reacts. Jay, yeah, Erna, I will be looking for more that high of day fake, also maybe like a gap and extension play, high of day fake out and short. Tesla, we have to be very conservative. My long plays will happen only about 467, 468. If we get over here 466 and stuff, I'm going to short play on Tesla. So Tesla main watch at the gate can be very fast. And Q we already covered. Let's look at ERNA. So this is another small cap that we had this morning. So I want to go over with you guys. One second of the plan. So the major level that right now we have in ERNA is this 227 area, okay? This area right here. So 227 is a major level of resistance. And then we have 256. So right now, if from the gate we pop in this 225, I'm looking for stuff short. And this is going to be very on time with Bookmap. So that means if I have a heat map on Bookmap, this is our usual play that we trade, Jay. So I'm looking for a direct short with risk 6-7 cents and first target down here 175, 180. If instead we're gonna simply break that 240, I'm gonna wait for that 256, 260. Okay, brother? Exactly. I mean, 260 would be much better, but you know, sometimes it's that you expect we have 260, 270, and then it's simply gonna fail. All right. Okay, so let's go over into our plan, see the system, how it will perform. Yesterday we came with the 80% win rate. between NVIDIA, Tesla, Amazon, and others. And we're going to look today what the market is going to give us. FUBO is working, coming to the first target, 425. PVT, hold it. Want to see, as we said, or pop 130 to add more short, or 070 target. Almost open. So this is Bookmap on NVIDIA over here. And on the side, AMZN. Push over here on NQ, right at the gate. Pop on AMZN over here, right at the gate. Fail over here on NVIDIA, a little bit of pullback. NVIDIA support over here, 207 and 20. Got some long over here on NVIDIA, 207 and 40. Risk 207. So we want to see if we can hold this dip. You can see the big heat map over here on Bookmap. So we get the long exactly in this first push. Now that's going to be the risk, 207 and 40. Risk break even, 207 and 40. Hold it right now. We're going to see 209 and 50. 209 over here. You can see it soaked over here, 209. Okay, so we're risking break even. We're not going to lose anything if this goes down. FUBO, a little bit of bounce in the meantime. NQ not this strong. $209, I want to see 209 and 50 before selling over here partial. We're going to sell over here 30% of the position. 209 and 25, you can see the big heat map. Okay, I sell over here 1/3. 209 and 50. Sell 1/3 on NVIDIA. NQ, QQQ, setting up for long, beautiful. So the system over here confirmed and over. You can see we can put this up. You can see over here the forecast below on the over. So that tells you a long. There's a long play. The risk remains over here, still break even. We have a double confirmation of this. Now we have resistance 210. So you can see below over here, see JLines C. That's a long play. Okay. If it comes down over here, 208.40. Now we raise the trailing over here, 208.40. Risk set up there. Attacking over here, 210. We still with 2/3 the position. Shane, Brian, Attila, hope you're long, guys, and everybody else. Careful because you see 210 over here. It broke, faked a little bit, and then back below over here, 210. I'm still keeping over here my trailing. Now we're gonna raise it at 209. So trailing at 209. So we're raising the trailing. Good over here on Bookmap. So, oh, I'm sorry, there's my face. That's why you cannot see. Some guys were telling me, Jay, where you see over here the forecast? I'm sorry very much. You see over here the forecast. It's written on the over, A plus setup. So as soon that crossed the 208 and 60, the system over here, you see this blue, give you that long play. And then Bookmap was the confirmation for that. And this is all automated over here. We had 3 algos, JLines C. We had over here really this is an algo. It's not indicated this is an algo over here, this blue. And also we had a forecast giving you for the long play. So now we're simply trailing. Now the trail over here is raised to this level. You see the algo came over here, 209 and 90. So raising that algo, raising the trailing, 209 and 90, raising trailing. 211 over here. Monster move on Tesla as well. To the downside and then came back up. So I'm looking for Tesla if we can hold and push. But right now we have to push over here, guys, on NVIDIA. New higher low. So we're raising over here the trailing. Still 209 and 90, this level of here, the last dot. It's nice when you trade to hear your dad that took your Lamborghini for going up for a ride. If you hear some noise, sorry guys. 211 and 50. We're gonna raise a trail over here, 210 and 50. 210 and 50, raising trailing. NVIDIA. So you can see right now, there's some liquidity over here above. We're still making progress over here, higher lows. So let's try to hold as well. So the long entry, you can see it from here. Okay, that play. This game perfect. And don't try to sell more for now. Try to hold, okay? Shane, Brian, guys, I'm doing this for you. Don't try to sell more. It's not written anywhere to sell more over here. Try to hold this as much as we can right now, because there's a possibility we can go 215, which would be my main catalyst. Okay, so look over here. Well, we have the first position taken over here. Now, yeah, I can say it's stalling. This is a good level. So over here, 211 and 20, get out another 1/3. 211 and 20 now. Out, second 1/3, okay? On NVIDIA. Again, you can see on NVIDIA the JLines C over here. The push, 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 push. The second exit up here. And now we're using, guys, this 210 area for trailing the rest, okay? The point is, 210, you can see there's a major heat map. So if you can hold this heat map, then this can push still more. If you look on a daily on NVIDIA, there's a major breakout. This can simply be, you know, more push even 220 in the next days. Still holding over here to 10. If you lose that to 10, trailing all, okay? All right, let's go. I like to see over here this 210. I want to still explain you a few things about Bookmap. Every single time that price gets to this 210, you can see a small bounce, but these bounces are becoming smaller and smaller. And I really try to look at the entity over here, the size of these dots. These dots represent the market that executes over here the orders. So you can see the bigger the green, the more buying we have. Right now we started making over here a little bit higher high and then failed again, and it's back to the support. Okay, so there's a big fight over here. This is the 920 EMA, and this point is the 9 EMA. And often this 9 EMA would be the guide, especially for, you know, the fast traders, the scalpers. Okay, 210 we fail. That's gonna be our full trailing over here, exactly. So get out the full trailing, can still back push, so it can still push back up, but out all 210 the rest, actually 209 and 80. Okay, so this is the setup we took over here. So we went in, forecast was giving on the over. Sorry, because before I had over here my ed. And no play over here long, came exactly over here, bought and trading system together, giving the long over here, and then raising the trail. You can see where's the last algo is not there. That's where I want to take, you know, the majority of the profit, because that means the liquidity is coming off. Right now, the price is trying, you can see here, right? It's trying to push into this 210, is rejecting for now. So let's see if we're going to reclaim that 209.50, sorry, 209.90, 210, and then going to still push back up. Guys, what are the other stocks that you traded in the moment? So the market, you can see, is pretty chopped in small cap land because we have PBBT, and I want over here this remember 125, 130 to add more position size to the short. Amazon failed. FUBO over here came almost with our major target. On FUBO, we are short over here at 460 all the way down. We're gonna hold it till, as we said, 370 exactly, is also a previous day high. Earn over here, pushing this golden zone area 222. So if you're short, risk over here 226, 227, fail. And then Tesla over here simply faded the gate. So I don't see over here on Tesla and A+ setup. Okay, we had just a fail all the way down. We have over here JLine rejection play, but it was not part of the plan. So we're not looking to short this for now. Let it go. Amazon down. Let it go. So let's still look if Tesla and NQ, and we have over here NVIDIA, will give us secondary place. Okay. So NVIDIA trying to reclaim over here the 210. I mean, it was nice over here to see this 210. You know, I think it's very important to understand the price dipped into this low 29065, reclaim over here the 210, and now you can see the volume over here pushing it. Yeah, we can put PLTR 1 second, brother. But you can see that we have the trend line. If you base this, sorry, if you base this basically on the system over here, you have your long play on this bar. It goes up a little bit, then out, and then you have a second long over here on this one, and the system over here forecast giving on the over on PLTR. But let's continue to focus, please, on NVIDIA. I think we have a very good momentum over there. I'm not personally in it anymore, but I think it's very good as like price action to think to go over this together. If we have setups on FUBO and others, actually FUBO target is coming. 5 minute JLines exactly. I would keep that, brother, for the 20 minute fight. Did anybody of you use the 5 minutes over here on PLTR. Shane, A plus setup, inside bar, J-line curl on the over. You know, the stock setup that we love over here to trade. It's beautiful over here, is going up. Daily break also that level 193-ish. Yeah, so you can see over here, bought over here, and bought also over here for the long play. But let's stay on NVIDIA. Let's stay one and only over here. So NVIDIA is still at that 210 and 90. You can see that it's getting chopped over here. I'm looking for a second opportunity to take the long play. That long play over here will be into the VWAP if we have a pullback, or back into the JLines. So we have to wait for a pullback. And I'm entering into the strength over here, too far from, you know, a low risk level. No, guys. NVIDIA over here is still far from giving us a setup for long. So I want to change right now. And I want to go over into, yes, NQ. NQ is a long play. NQ exactly here right now. 278, 280. Okay, so NQ, long play now. 26, 278, 280. Just right now. Long play. We're gonna go over this. By the way, guys, if you don't trade NQ, if you don't have a future account, we like to trade, for example, TQQQ or the Qs. Okay, so you can see over here on the left corner is written on the over. So the setup over here that is giving us is saying for the long play. I'm looking over here to use a stop in this case at 261 and 50. I want to see if the market is going to push. The setup is good. We need over here only a little bit of volume. So staying with NQ and the QQQ. There's a lot of seller pressure around 288. A lot of selling pressure, 288. PBBT, pre-market high. And I'm going to go back over here. Oh, that's a long play. Beautiful long play over here, J-line curl. You can see system giving a gap on extension. That's your long on PBBT. So let's put over here PBBT, guys. Long play over here. 118. So if you have this template, you can have it from the trading room from next week, okay, with all these alerts and signals. You're going to receive all these entries by yourself. You can see these by yourself. And there's also how to use it. Okay, so over here, this is the long play exactly. And 118, First target over here 131, and then over here we have 170. Okay, so PBT JLines curl, you can see the system is giving gap and extension play. So TP is 131, then 160. Let's see if we can get that 160. Would be nice. I don't really believe it. I'm always like that on the longs. I'm a little bit always afraid in small cap land. Let's see if it's gonna have this break over here. I'm looking at Bookmap. Okay, this on the left. If we can have this push. The risk is break even if you got in. Personally, I saw this late, so I'm not in. In the meantime, breakout on Nvidia is still pushing, but we don't have, another low risk entry. Remember, all before on this area of 130 on PBT, we had a major resistance where we had sellers. And now I'm looking at this tape over here on the order flow. You can see this up at 130. We actually see a lot of buyers over here on the times and sales. We need to see the break of 130, hold this 130, and then push back up. Can still be a very good long. And this is exact, the playbook trade at that 118, sorry, 119. So that means comes back to your break even out. Nvidia fake out. So double top, not touching it. Staying on PBBT. Let's go back over here on NQ in the meantime. So we're looking, guys, at the long play on NQ. So still holding the long play on the Qs. And PBBT, we have the long play. So the alerts from the system. You can see over here, system and over. We're going to see NQ pushing all the way up. Okay. So if we can break over here this level, I'm looking at 26,300. This is going to really fuel to the upside. Yesterday high. Actually, this morning high was 309, 26,309. Let's see over here if we have a lot of buying power. This pushes. Okay, good. PBBT, major killer. 139, and over here there's a long play. Beautiful. PBBT, that's where we go. PBBT, boom. Amazing. Beautiful trade, Crawford. Yeah, PBBT, amazing. And also NQ is going. So look at that volume over there, that increase of volume. So PBT is going to go with that 160. We're going to see that. So we have the first exit 131, second TP, 160, or 122 trailing, okay, guys? Look at that bookmap over here. Now it's doing that support at 130. Let's see if we can get that. Hold and then push to the 160. So first exit 131, target 160 or trailing 122. All right. Now look back. It came to the 130, 129, and it's holding over here just to show you the bought long there. When I said the 118 is for this reason, Diablo long, bought play, boom. Okay, so now let's see if we can hold that. Plus the algo over here, our algo, this blue one. Okay. Come on, let's push it. 130 is the key level. If we fail 124, out. NVIDIA bounced over here, but guys, I'm just trying to focus on one and explain you how it works. So I'm gonna cancel now over here so you can see over here. Okay. This is on the 5 minutes. Okay. And look over here, dump instantly. That is how the small caps behave. So that's the reason why I tell you trailing, okay, 124. And you have to have the trailing because look over here now, halted. So you can see over here, came up, came down, boom, okay? And that's your play. So you take the 20 cents, trail over here, the rest, hit and run. Let's look at NQ. So back in over here, NQ we are long, NQ pushing, holding. So NQ working, guys, from the 285, 280, now 312. Is the NQ play. You can see over here as well. Another long play, alert. So I'm looking, guys, for that level 316 and 3/4 again to touch. And if the market is going to push over here with an NQ, everything, NVIDIA, everything else is going to push strong, okay? Okay, so I'm going to break down over here the play. So as you can see, we opened, we popped in the first bar, gave us a J-line curl, came down. The system trigger on the over, Diablo long, and that green bar, this over here, after the green bar, this is the long confirmation for the long play. Now over here, we're 319 and 75. We can take over here out 1/3. So take out 1/3 on NQ. At 26,320. And now we're going to trail at 300. So looks like a good play. There's a breakout. Highs over here, strong. Let's stay bullish with the market. Let's see what else is happening. So we have ES also pushed up very strong. PBBT over here. J Slim on the 1 minute. NQ long play. Tesla became over here bullish. NVIDIA dipped the VWAP over here and popped. Earn over here nothing. Fubo fail almost to the target. I'm gonna put also guys fill TR. Nice 6 points move from the JLines over here, not in. Let's go back into the 5 minutes and 5 minutes. So to answer questions on NQ, guys, the reason why we have this play long is the setup that is based on demanding control. The setup over here on the right, left down corner is written on over. So as soon as we have on NVIDIA or on NQ, the same exact play, okay, that push, where's NQ? Over here, sorry. We have that push, okay? And we have 1 or 2 arrows over here, right? Like over here, J-line C. Then that's a long play. You can see over here the arrow as well over here, okay? That is our long play. This is an arrow with the dot, but it's also an arrow written on the over. So that is the long play, is automated over here. So you get a template. From next week, you'll see this, and it's going to simply be so easy then just to read order flow for confirmation of these entries together with that. To join the room, simply go JTrader.co. Remember, if you follow us on socials like Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, we never write to you. There are a lot of fake accounts, and we're never going to reach out to you asking money or nothing. Okay, so be aware of the fake identities. We have a trading room since 8 years. Been trading since 1999, 2000. Registered in my country like independent trader. We have a trading floor, trading room with several 20 to 30 traders over here that trade simultaneously with us in trading room. And over here in Republic of San Marino, Italy. Once you join the room, you receive a course, which is for beginners. Then there's advanced. You receive webinars. You receive also access to the daily screen share, the score, watch list. And then also you can also get the trading system, which is not only a template, it's a real trading system, but also a bot incorporated. All right, so let's go and see now the NQ. So look over here in NQ, what it did. We can cancel this right now. NQ broke this high, failed over here. The market is fading, okay? Look over here, 10 o'clock. Right away, bad over here. I think there was data. NVIDIA is coming down as well. So look at those heat maps over here, big sellers. Market is reversing, besides PLTR. NVIDIA over here as well, coming back down. So in this case, as soon as you see this, as soon as you see the market pulling back, and look at all these heat maps over here, seller, 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 you take your position and you simply clear them out. That's enough. No more plays for now on the long side. All right. So going back over here, what setups we had. Over here on ES, nothing. On NQ, we had a long play. Nothing over here on Tesla. The long play we had it on NVIDIA. We had over here a short play 220, but I was not able to trade it on ERNA. We had over here a JLine curl on PLTR, was not able to take it. We had a good long play over here on PVT for a gap and extension, 20 cents for a good long play. Then fake out short. Amazon no plays over here. Every single morning we tried, so yeah, pending home sales, thank you, Ron. Every single morning we try to look into 5, 6 tickers. Then we choose, you know, the best ones, the one that you will see the strategy is gonna play on those, and then we simply attack the market. And generally, even if the system works all day, we try to finalize our best moments to trade in the first hour, hour and a half out of the gate. Also, we have a lot of traders pre-market, so pre-market generally is going to be like futures or small caps. All right, let's see what else we have over here. So in this case, are we going to attack again NQ? No, we had enough of that. We took the long play, worked for about 40 points, and then we're trailing. PVT, we're not in, we took the long, and now this has failed down to the 1 minute JLines. PLTR, we didn't take the long. ERNA, let's see if this is gonna give us a long play with the JLine curl. So we need to see this green bar completing, next bar breaking the high of the green bar, and then that's gonna trigger a long play. I'm gonna put over here, guys, AMD as well. So, you know, AMD follows pretty good NVIDIA, follows pretty good like NQ. And now we're going to look into Bookmap and do a little bit of, I promised this morning, Bookmap guys, that I would go over 5-10 minutes how to use Bookmap here, the approach. But I also want to share a chart that one of the guys yesterday traded. I think it's very important to share that because you understand a lot. So this was yesterday, guys. The play, I think was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. Yeah, this was yesterday. So this was NVIDIA yesterday, okay? So the system over here gives the long and why the long over there was a fast long out of the gate. This long is an under over. It triggered. We got long 193 and 60 exactly over here. We got out parts 195, and then the remaining over here. Personally, I got out 194, and the guys over here much better than me, 194.80. And we shared this in the room. But I want to share how was Bookmap in that moment and why it gave us the confirmation over here for our major win. First of all, big soak at the gate. And then you can see over here forms like a cup in the first 30-40 seconds. And we have a gap up play. The volume is strong. All these dots over here represent the market executing the orders. These orders are mainly buy because it's green. So buyers, a lot of buyers over here stepping in, means that this is going to go all the way up. And then these levels over here, as we said yesterday, are not levels where you simply have to sell or reverse short. This could be yourself that you long over here and you position yourself over here on the level 2, just to wait that you're gonna get filled and you're in sell over here. And you can see the trade over here got this play, it's called over, get out 25%, and the remaining over here out. So that is the play. And over here this morning, I want to share with you again the NVIDIA, and it's very similar to the play of yesterday. So we can make the dots a little bit bigger maybe, so that okay. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay. So, all right. So open, cut pattern, push. That becomes your first long play. As soon as we see this push, it fills back again, holds that level of open level, and then push. That's your second confirmation. And you can see how this goes into the major liquidity level. It still breaks the 210. Remember this morning, breaks the 210, goes up a little bit more, up a little bit more. And then over here, we have finally, I mean, unfortunately, the price started to fill the 211. So look at the price action. This is a high, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and then starts to make lower lows. And then over here we have remain. This level is when we reclaimed the 920 EMA. You remember it went below 210. We are saying, oh, if it reclaims 290 and 90, 210 area curls can be another good long play. It came over here to the 211, failed again over here, 920 EMA again, and then popped over here to 212, and then failed because the data came out. Okay, so look how this moved, right? So the first part of here of this move is all green dots. Those green dots you can see over here, they represent, maybe you don't see that good because I put over here this. So let me see if I can put maybe less price on MBBO. Maybe it's a little bit better for you. Yeah, maybe this. I don't like too much that full green, but maybe we can change it. Let's see if I'm okay. Colors, we can make it maybe a little bit lighter. Let's see. Okay. Let's see also configure component. Okay, let's try to put this. Okay, anyways, it's green, pop, and you see all the dots over here, all green. Okay, I can even, take this off if we want. Configure, MBO, maybe less price is better. Not really. We can keep it even like this. Okay, just to show you those green. Look at the greens are in control. A little bit more red, green, green, green. Green in control, and then red sellers coming in. Look over here, the dots. And the dots are really the most important thing that you should watch over here, the dots at the level. Okay, that's really a very simplistic way to explain you how this works. And you cannot simply, use chart alone, nor you can use simply Bookmap alone to trade. I mean, you could, right? But you want to see also chart where you see, key daily levels. So it's always alignment, confluence of the JLines, of the VWAP, and you can study our system for free on YouTube. So go watch the videos together with the setups and together with the order flow. Okay, so this is how to use Bookmap, or at least a scenario where we can use Bookmap. All right, let's see. PLTR is still going. We said ERNA would have been a long over here, but I didn't see the completion of the green bar, so avoiding NVIDIA back to the JLines and AMD as well, NQ as well. So waiting for now. Let's see what else we have. second. Feel free, guys, to go for any questions. So right now, what we can expect the market is going to do. So if we're going to hold over here, the open level in Q, good consolidation this morning until we hold over here 26,250. We can still believe this is going to go up. We have a very good scenario for NVIDIA, AMD, and others. So NQ will start pushing, Q will start pushing, and then also expect more on NVIDIA and AMD. Personally, I like to trade the first, as we said, 60 minutes out of the gate. I'm going to focus only on A+ setups. And from there, then I start looking, for sizing up in the first 30 to 45. When it gets around 10:30, I start to slow down and recycle if something is really showing a great A+ opportunity. Otherwise, simply, finish for the day. The setup we can have also will happen midday or in the afternoon. I personally think that the majority of the liquidity, the biggest signals, generally happen between 9:45 and 10:30. So that's the moment that you want to get in. But for example, if we analyze yesterday on NVIDIA, on NQ and others, these guys gave the best plays around midday, okay? So, you have dot, you have news, you have the tweets for Trump and others. So you have to keep track of that because they're going to influence the market so much. So simply, have, Forex Factory or anything else, even as you trade, you start looking, with the data when it's coming out, and then you start looking at the market, and then you start looking, at the levels, at the setup, and then the order flow as confirmation. You need definitely a playbook. Before, a trader was asking, how to make a trading system, so automated trading system strategy. And the first thing is you have to track what the market is giving you. You have to track the setups. If you have, let's say, a setup that you can see 2, 3, 4 times and then repeats over and over, and then you can back test it. So you can go over even back in the years and you can see, okay, this setup happened in this year, and it worked, for a certain amount of times for a certain amount of profit factor. So for R's, then you can start implementing that setup, the trading pattern in your, I would say, playbook. When I say playbook, means it's like your arsenal, means the setup that you will be trading. Bookmap is just a confirmation to see in that moment if that setup is going to have the volume, is going to have the follow through, is going to have the supply and control, the demand control. So it's going to help you out because, you can have the best setup on the paper, technical analysis, but if we don't see who's behind that, if there's going to be engagement of volume coming in or not, then the setup won't have, that efficacy, that value that instead Bookmap brings to the game, to the table, okay? And this is what I experienced during the years because I think was missing always a major component of entering into the trades with a lot of confirmation. And I found out that this tool gives that confirmation like we saw this morning on NVIDIA on the cup pattern, or we saw, for example, in pre-market on PVT on the short side and on the long side. It gave you that, I would say, more trust into the setup so that you can also learn to size more, okay? All right, guys, so a few other things that we have for the coming month of November and December. We're going to have 2 weeks, 1 week and 1 week in Italy over here, a rendezvous, a meeting of 5 days. This time I'm going to be trading with a 100K account with the traders over here. And we're going to go mainly to trade, you know, open for 60 to 90 minutes. You can sign up reaching out to team@Jtraderco. In that day, you will also receive a full mentorship. So for those days you will be here, you're going to be like, you know, covering all the trading that you're doing. I'm going to be mentoring you live, and we're going to have also, I would say, daily roundtables where we share, we go over, you have like, you know, the full explanation of the strategy we trade and also the access to the template. All right, so I think this morning we're gonna close a little bit earlier. I think we had our good plays, NVIDIA, the major one, NQ, the second one, PBBT, a good long play as well. Missed PLTR, a little bit mad about that. It was a very good play. I just didn't have like in my watch list because my my playbook was already full. So again, for who wants to join us, let's reach out to team@jtrader.co. And also reach out if you want to learn more. Also, you know, like free chit chat, you know, like if you need help. All right, guys. So glad you are here. Thank you very much for everything. See you next week. And I'm back in the room in about 5 minutes. Thank you.